Yo, bruv, let me use your phone. Yo, bruv, let me use your phone.
Bruv, I'm in a rush, you know.
Bruv,
I'm in a rush,
give me your phone.
Calm down, bruv. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down, bro. We done. Forget this. I'm gone.
As you can see, I've just been stabbed and robbed for my phone and some petty cash. I guess it's just another senseless murder, right? I don't personally know this guy who's just stabbed me, but I can tell you this about him. He is certain at this point that he'll get away with it. And for the next year, it would appear like he has. But believe me, he won't. Straight after he leaves this scene, he'll go on to sell my phone and spend the cash he's just made with no remorse. His only concern will be to stay low and not get caught. It won't even cross his mind that he's left a mum without a son, 2 children without a dad, and a wife without a husband. You see, he doesn't even value his own life, so he has, or had, no value for mine. He also has no love in his life, so can't even conceive of the idea of the pain this will cause the loved ones in mine. Now, I'm certainly not justifying what he's just done, because he does know what he's done isn't right. He just doesn't see this situation quite like how maybe we would. But he will. Believe me, he will. It's all gonna start going wrong for him in about 6 months from now. Up until this point, he would have forgotten all about me. My picture would have stopped being featured in the newspapers and on the news, and the murder investigation would have come to a dead end. Excuse the pun. But now a different type of problem's gonna start for him. A problem he never bargained for. You see, I will begin to get him to start questioning his sanity. Every time he closes his eyes for more than 3 seconds, he'll see this scene replaying itself over and over. He will see my lifeless face staring at him, my eyes piercing his soul. I will enter his dreams and turn them all into nightmares. He will feel me in the shadows and sense my presence all around him. He will be convinced that he can hear me whispering to him in the silence of the night and during the bustle of the day. Now, not only will this cause him to question his sanity, but it will also cause him to wonder if I'll be there waiting for him in the afterlife. This will continue for about the next 6 months, to the point where he'll be forced to take prescribed as well as recreational drugs to block me from his mind. It will help, but I'll still be there in the midst of his mind, tormenting him. To make matters worse, because of all the drugs, alcohol, and the mental torment, he will start committing more and more reckless, unnecessary crimes. He will become careless and sloppy, almost as if he wants to get caught. It just so happens that one of the crimes he gets caught for will finally link him to my murder. My murder. Turns out he'll get sentenced to life in prison, but due to mitigating circumstances, he'll leave after just 18 years. Whilst in prison, the nightmares, inner torment and sleepless nights will intensify. He will also get into many fights and will end up getting stabbed on several occasions, as well as going on to stab others, which will increase his sentence by another 4 years. In total, he would have spent 22 years in prison. On the plus side though, during the end of his sentence, all the professional help and drug rehabilitation will really work for him. Not only will he come out and feel signs of remorse for what he did, but he will come out and really turn his life around. Although he still won't fully be able to shake off the feeling of guilt he'll carry, or the paranoia that one of the victim's close friends or family will come and eventually find him. 2 years after leaving prison, he'll even meet a beautiful woman and go on to get her pregnant. It is at this stage that he will truly know what it means to be loved and cared for. And he will know what it's like to love and care for a life. 4 weeks later, before his partner's due date, he'll get a phone call to say she's been murdered. Turns out she'll die at the hands of an attacker who stabbed her for the contents of her handbag. Both her and baby will die at the scene. Hearing this news will break him. It will finally dawn on him that we are free to make choices in this world, but we are never, never free from the consequences of the choices we make. It will take losing someone so dear to him to fully understand and appreciate the value of life. On the plus side though, through his story, he will go on to mentor lots of teenage boys in his community and will quite possibly prevent hundreds from making the same choices he did. Despite his efforts, he will never fully recover from this. At nights, he will be the man that can be heard screaming and crying in his sleep. But for now though, he doesn't know any of this is in store for him. He has no idea how this one act will have such an impact on his life forever. Now please excuse me while I get acquainted with the afterlife.